What's going on, everyone? Devin here, and today I'm going to be unboxing some new discs picked up that were released last week. And if you don't know, I'm a pretty big fan of Jesse from Trash Panda. So these are the inner core, and I'm excited to try them out. I like the recycling. I like making the sport sustainable for the future. So let's get in and see just what these inner cores are all about. Has eco-friendly packaging, which is dope. And here's the disc. It's just blue, and that's it. No hot stamps on these because the stamping process is very non-sustainable, and basically that stamp, from what Jesse has said, prevents the discs from actually being able to be recycled in the future. So that's cool with me. I don't really care about stamps that much, so let's look at the underside real quick. And this one is in at 168 grams. I like how it feels, honestly. The plastic is kind of slick, which I really like, but also pretty flexible. And I'm excited to see how these fly. A little bit of a profile shape there for you. It has like a slight bevel on the top rather than like a rounded edge, which is pretty cool, and I don't know how many other putters actually use that, so I'm excited to try it out. Also got some cool Trash Panda stickers right here in the box as well. That's cool, but really, let's get into seeing how this disc flies. All right, first shot with the inner core. Let's see how it flies. You're probably like, oh no, he threw it nose up. I don't want this tailwind to completely smack it into the ground when I throw it. So a little bit nose up, a little high, just to try and get some distance out of it and see how it's gonna fly with a bit of power, even in this tailwind. All right, not too bad of a first shot with the inner core. I think I went a little over 300 feet. I don't have my rangefinder out here with me, but I stepped it off and it was like 113 steps, and I think about 2 feet 9 inches per step. So whatever that adds up to, I'll put it right over here. And that's not a bad distance for a putter, especially never having thrown it before. So let's try and get it on an anhyzer and see how it flies on that. That looked like a beautiful anhyzer shot. It didn't quite flatten out all the way, but the angle that it hit the ground at allowed it to just slide a little bit to the right and forward instead of cut rolling like a lot of shots can do with too much angle coming in. It's putter forehand time. Let's see if I can actually get this one maybe hopefully flat out there. I don't think I'd ever use it for a forehand, but you never know. Okay, so this is getting ridiculous. Why am I better at forehanding this putter than I am at almost every other disc I've ever thrown? To me, it doesn't make sense, but that was a pretty ballin' forehand, so I'm gonna grab it and then wrap this video up. To wrap up my final thoughts on the inner core, it is a very straight flying putter, almost perfectly neutral. That isn't to say you can mash on it like an overstable high-speed driver, but it will fly straight, anhyzer, or hyzer consistently with the right power.
This disc is very similar to other putters. The main drawback with the plastic is how slick it feels. This can cause a loss of grip in lower temperatures with less humidity and can lead to an early release when throwing. I can't wait to see how it fares in 110 degrees next summer here in Las Vegas. Follow-up video maybe? The last pictures are of the bevel on the top of the disc that I mentioned earlier in this video and a couple of small imperfections on the disc that I found. They are very minor and I don't think this affects the disc or the flight, but they are there and I wanted to mention it. As always, like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel for more content, and check out Neon Black clothing linked below and use code NEONDIVINE at checkout for 15% off. I buy all of my discs out of pocket and this helps support me directly. And I'll catch all of you in the next video.